Hello and welcome back to my Pyanodons challenge run. During the last episode, I mostly made fixes to the base with some plumbing issues that had crept in and quite a few other bits and bobs that I needed to fix, and also set up titanium mining so that we could build the machines that would help me make duralinum in this session. During the hands-off period, I ran around and started setting up a few blueprints on plans on what I would change and move because, yet again, I have a lot of little tasks that I want to address. This is going to be another infrastructure session, which is going to be dramatically enhanced by us finally unlocking the splitters. Yes, the splitters are here, and now I will no longer be building janky inserter-based mergers and splitters and so forth. I will be back to being a regular Factorio player who has access to normal belt manipulation devices. So, yeah, during this upcoming session, I've got a big task list of things to do. The duralinum should take almost no time to build, but I've got so many little bits and bobs that I want to do. But I don't want to rest on my laurels. I did succeed the challenge, by the way. That was fantastic. I'm almost back up to 50%. I think I'm at 4 of 9 now on my win rate. So that said, I think I will be trying every episode to marginally increase my signs. I've dipped down to 118 minimum this session, so I'm going to try and get to 120 and keep it 100 above 120 for the following session. Eventually, I plan to get to about 180, double of the initial target. But for now, 120 will stress test my base a little more and also give me some breathing room to move forward because I am constantly unlocking technologies that I need to deal with. So, with that said, on to the main show. So, as I said during VO, I've got quite a few little tasks that I want to address. Some will take longer than others. The biggest one is improving my soot separation system and moving it around so I can better access that zinc patch. But speaking of zinc patches, that's the first thing I want to work on. I managed to forget to process ash there, so I need to do that. I'm just going to grab some resources, go into hands-off, hands-on time, and yeah, start going. So I'm going to see you after I've addressed my zinc problem. Back. Okay, and that was quickly done. I think I need to add a little bit more furnacing as well, a little bit more fuel for my furnaces. I'm going to take care of that for a sec. I noticed that I would only set up 2 inserters worth, and I think I actually need 3 if I run these furnaces at full tilt. Okay, now on to a bunch of other little tasks to do. The first one is I had forgotten to go to my carbolic here. Which line was carbolic? This one? Yes. This should not be on a pump. This should be on a controllable valve. Overflow controllable valve, because I do not want to avoid any of it if I can help it. Then I had set up my glass here to overflow based off of a circuit condition. And now that I have more controllable valves, I can not do that anymore. I can use a proper valve to do it. So, I jump over it? I think I can jump over it, yep. And another controllable valve. Yes, overflow is correct. Okay, so that fixed. The next thing I want to address is I have some carbon dioxide. A couple of things I want to do at my northern copper base to fix that. So I'm going to collect some resources to address it, and I will be right back. So here I'm going to first install a little bit more tar processing, and we've already knocked off a couple of these tasks, just to improve my science situation. I think just this much is going to be enough to do it. What's going on here? Yeah, just this much is going to be enough to handle increasing the amount of science that I need. I won't be able to just increase tar each time, but for now, the tar increase will be enough to boost up my science production, just because it'll give me a little bit more stone, and my infrastructure is in a state where the extra stone is about can be handled by the stuff that I've built. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to fix this nasty inserter jank. I'm not going to try and fix every place that I've built an inserter-based splitter, but I am going to try and, like, when I come across one that looks particularly bad, to me at least, I'm going to address it. Alright, so I need to take out some oak. Prioritize it. I really love that Filter Helper over here has made it so that the deconstruction planner is by default something that you can have. Alright, I need to move this. By default, it's available in the Filter Helper, no matter what. And like I think many people, I got used to using it for planning or preventing my splitters from outputting when I didn't want to. If I've got only one side like this, I can just... It's usually just a nicety. I mean, after all, like there's so much material flowing through here, it's not really a big deal. But, you know, like, part of playing Factorio is enjoying the sort of aesthetic that you enjoy. So to get this fully working, I need to install a few fluids and pipes and such, and I think a little bit more coal mining. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll be back shortly. Okay, so that should be fixed up here. Let's knock these things off my bucket list. I think that will increase my acetylene production, because I was really just missing coal down here. Ooh, I really want to take care of this. This was silly. This just needs to be another splitter. Hopefully that will start removing the... do a better job of removing the coal dust. Not that it wasn't working before, but now it will be better. That's all the fixes that I knew that I need to address in the science base. Now I'm... yeah, in the science base. Next I'm going to address the bootstrap base before I start working on a that soot issue that I would really like to work on as well. I'm going to use a splitter here to take the gravel off. Oh, I had it in the right place the first time. Why did I move it? Alright. Keep second guessing myself. Okay, now that's better. Off to the science base, where there's many little fixes and improvements to make. Get my task list back open. So I'm not going to do this one. I will do this one. I'm going to fix this because this was wrong. In fact, this is also wrong. Alright, that should make sure coke flows. Hopefully more CO2 starts coming in here as well. I'll have to go address that if that's not the case. And there's a bunch of little things I want to improve in this simple circuit builds. In particular, I want to grab. I've decided I'm going to grab the air core inductors that are being made up here. There should be a surplus, so I'm going to use this as my air core inductor supply. And I also, yeah, I'll be back after I've fixed these. So I've addressed the air core inserters. It's nice to see that no biocrud has accumulated here. That's awesome. The thing with the buffers, like I'd originally set this up as if the batteries were going to be really close to the simple circuit build, but now there's a long belt, and therefore I don't need to buffer 800 inside of the chest. I'll just do 100. The goal there, oops, that should still be zinc. The goal there was to prevent the copper and zinc to keep entering the system when I had plenty of batteries, and this would block off these because they would tell that one of the ingredients was too low. Speaking of one of the ingredients being too low, I can use a check valve. I have check valves. Yes, I have check valves to verify that my saline is high enough, and that can just go on this same circuit. I do seem to have a problem where I'm not getting enough saline, so that's maybe something else to address, but for now, I will leave that alone. I had not turned around that belt, so I was not getting titanium through, which is a no-no, because I would like to build smelters later to make duralinum. And while I'm at it, I should buffer some ceramic. Eventually, I should make this back at my all somehow, but for right now I will just buffer a bit. This. Okay, things are already looking up in the science base. This is addressed. I'm not going to finish moving the buffers. That's going to take more time than I want to. Fix inserter on capacitors. That's done. I might have enough tin mining as it is. Fix the steel inserters. Maybe I will not move the treated wood yet. But I'm just going to make it really easy to get to it by adding even more refined concrete. Try and fix this path that I just made silly. Treated wood is nice because I can make lots of small electric poles at a much cheaper price copper-wise than making it out of logs and cable that way. Might increase this buffer size a bit too. There we go. I would like to have a lot of small electric poles when I add more windmills later, because they're a key ingredient. Alright. I think that's all the issues that I want to address here. So next, I'm going to run off and start moving the soot separation. This soot separation, I never liked how I set it up. Down in this area, it became a mess, and part of the reason is because I don't have splitters, so, you know, it's like not entirely my fault, but at the same time, it's partially my fault because I just built it badly. So now I'm going to rectify that mistake. This is probably going to take a little while because I'm just going to be deleting things and moving them around here, and I will just go dark, go into time acceleration mode, and address that situation. And need to go grab some resources to do it. And I'll be back after I've gotten far enough along to feel good about it. See you then. I have spotted that my science has fallen further, and it's a pitch issue, so I'm gonna figure out what that is right now, rather than wait to have it fail further. Pitch. Oh, by the way, I've also moved some science around. I've delayed my blueprint shotgun even further, which is probably going to be a running theme. Is it lack of tar? It is lack of tar. I must have seriously broken something up north, so I'm going to go address that. But as I was saying, I've moved some science around. I would really like to have tanks and radars. Tanks are going to be great because then I can set up latches for my fluid system and make it work better. Not that it's working at all right now. Radars are... Whoop. Ow. What? I must have broken a pole. That's it. There was a load-bearing electric pole that I accidentally deleted. And that was the entire issue. Wonderful. Anyway, that fixed. I'm going to go back to work. But yeah, crisis averted for now. Oh, sorry. As I was saying, science, I want the tanks, and I would really like to have radars so that I can go and just like view my issue rather than run to it and then find out. So yeah, that's the key problem. Hopefully my pitch is now catching up. Seems like it. Okay, back to work. All right, well, things are looking significantly different, if not improved, but, you know, it's probably better. No, I think it is better. I just need to hook up a few more lines, figure out how to get ash out of the system now that I've connected a whole bunch of undergrounds in various places to it. And then I will be finding some new tasks for myself. And also like verifying that all of this works. So I probably will do a little run around of the base and make sure that nothing is backing up too bad. It kind of looks like things are backing up, but you know, like this is the pileup from earlier, not so much, I think, a huge problem. Need to figure out where... All right, this was my ash line. Okay, so yeah, yet again, I will be back. By the way, this is, I want to do iron oxide and iron and copper ore processing there and set it into the science base, but for right now, with only like less than 20 minutes left and the ideal length of the episode, I do not want to do it right this moment. I would rather wait till I have a longer period of time to verify that I've not broken anything. All right, but what I do think I'm going to do is I'm going to set up that duralinum. That's right. I've got it right. I swear, promise. Okay. I'm going to set that up and yeah, and then I'll have a little bit of time maybe to build some more fish mills. So here's where I'm going to set this up. Basically, it's a really simple recipe and really quick and easy. All I have to do is grab some fuel gas, like this coal gas up here, and then connect up to those smelters and then feed them aluminum, which finally has a persistent use rather than just for some buildings. and some copper, and then I'll be right as rain with duralinum. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, I really can't say that word, can I? So, be back after I've set that little system up. Alright, and that's duralinum. Yep. I just got the milestone. So, with that done, and with science clipping along pretty well, and hopefully the rest of the base in good shape, I'm going to go and set up some more of my favorite item. So, we'll see how many of these I can stack up. Hopefully quite a bunch. It's always nice to have more power available. And yeah, I'll be back after I've done some windmilling. All right, according to this, I've got 312 windmills, a good total, but love to push 500. Nice to have all this free power. Science is clipping along really well, and I think I'm going to call it an episode. Whoa, I got time left. That's shocking. Okay, yeah, so I think maybe I will build a little bit more on the planned area and just not hook it up. That is so surprising. I felt like, you know, like time had just flown, but guess not. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna build a little bit here to set up what for the future, but obviously it's not going to be hooked up. All right, back out in 5 minutes. Okay, I've just been setting up a little bit of stuff for the future, so that when I do hook up this little iron oxide and ore smelter, that it will be connected out to the science production and properly prioritized. So, yeah, now I've consumed all the time that I don't. Like I said, I don't want to have a break that's under 2 hours. That feels like you know, like I could just cheese it in some sense. So I'm going to go into hands-off mode and reset my science. Science has been clipping along. Oh, did I remember to raise the target? I probably did not. Target of 120 this time. 140 next time. So I've been clipping it along over 150, or well, close to 150. But that's not really sustainable. I think with just this iron production linked up, I can only maintain 130 before these small parts start getting drained, which is fine. I want to drain them out. There's so many of them, but yeah, it's just, like I said, not sustainable. So, we did a whole lot of maintenance and a little bit of new production with the duralinum. So, looking forward to seeing you next time.